Yesterday we saw European market bouncing handsomely uh, by almost around 2 to 3%. That is with the news that Russia may be reducing its aggression, and they had indicated that they will be reducing their troops from the key city, that is Kyiv, or capital of the Ukraine, and that has led to European market moving up sharply. But and also the oil failed very sharply from around $111 to almost around $105 with this news. But with negative comment from the US that they are not seeing great movement on that account, the oil came back to around $110. That is Brent, and US market improved, but not like Europe. So there were some improvement. We had seen also reversal in aluminum prices also. Aluminum prices declined by around 4.5% in LME. But today morning, if you see European Chinese market LME prices has down by around 1.5%. So people are cautious that what Russia is telling is really true or not, and taking the thing cautiously. But anyhow, the sentiments are positive, and Asian markets are also indicating positive trend and are up by in most of the Asian markets. We are seeing a positive move. Apart from that, copper is flat, iron ore is up by around 1.5%, and steel is negative by 0.5%. So overall market sentiment seems comparatively positive for even in Indian market as well. I'll ask technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. See, yesterday Nifty trading near the 100 DMA and close around 100 DMA around 17,325. So we expect positive momentum today if, in gap up open. Upside immediate net important resistance place around 17,470. If Nifty close above and sustain this level, then we expect further momentum towards 17,600, 17,800 in upside. Downside, important support place around 17,150, that is a 50 DMA, and next important support is 17,440 at downside, that is 200 DMA. So we can expect today positive momentum, but we can closely watch that 17,470 above range. If closing basis Nifty sustain this level, then we expect further momentum. Otherwise, Nifty trading within the range only. Bank Nifty also trading important support zone, and we expect some positive momentum in banking stock also. Currently, Bank Nifty close about 35,800. To expect positive momentum towards 200 DMA, that's come around 36,700 and 36,500 in upside. Downside immediate support place around 35,400 and 35,100 at downside. So we expect both index in positive trajectory. Nifty Finance also looks positive at current level. We expect further momentum towards 16,680 and 16,800 in upside, and support place around 16,460 at downside. So we expect positive momentum all three index. In stock specific, Adani Fort looks positive at current level. Yesterday is given a breakout above 750 range to expect further momentum towards 780, 790 in upside. Ultratech Cement also looks positive at current level. Next important resistance place around 68, 70, 7,000 in upside. Support place around downside around first support is place around 6,400, and second important support place around 63.20 at downside. To expect positive moment in both stock, and banking stock also looks positive at current level. ICICI Bank, SBI looks positive at current level. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. Good morning, everyone. So, as per derivatives data front, we are seeing that almost in yesterday's trading session at near the strike, we are witnessing a heavy put writer positions are getting added up. While on the near at 17,200 and 100 strike, we have witnessed that call writer positions got unwinded. So, this is a positive sentiment. While looking at the overall monthly data, we are seeing that at 17,500 is the nearest resistance. Once Nifty manages to give close above 17,500 level, then almost we might witness that another level would be 17,800 to 18,000 level, because we are seeing that the premium is very high in the Nifty, almost around 70 point premium is there in the Nifty. So we might witness a big moment in the market. So currently hold your long position. So overall trend looks positive. While as per the FI position, we are seeing that there is not much of a heavy selling in the from the FI fund. There is being stability is being witnessed from last 1 week. So we might witness that FI might also shift towards a positive scenario in coming days, while PCROI yesterday closed at 1.08. So PCROI got stable with the support of 0.85 to 0.90 level. Once if again PCR goes below 0.85 level, then we might witness some pressure being in the market. But once if PCR goes over 1.20 level and gives closing over 1.20 level, then we might witness the support from PCROI also, and overall data points on the derivative front looks positive. So hold a long position with the strict stop losses. As per stock specific, we expect Sun Pharma, Intellect, and Bank Baroda. This three counter looks positive in coming trading session. Thank you.
Good morning. Bharat Electronics has won a contract from the Defense Ministry for supplying electronic warfare equipment for the Indian Air Force. The cost of this contract is 1100 crores, so it is positive. Rail Vikas Nigam has signed an MOU with JK Cement for development of 50 kilometers of new railway line in Madhya Pradesh. The amount involved is not disclosed, but it is positive for RVNL. Yesterday, the media was spreading news that Income Tax Department has found Hero Motocorp to make more than 1,000 crores bogus expenses. Due to this, the stock was down around 7% yesterday. However, post-market, the company clarified and denied the speculative allegations made by the press that it has not received any document from tax authorities. Company further said that Income Tax Department did visit its offices in the previous week. As and when the tax department concludes its findings and communicates it to the company, it will inform the stock exchanges. Hence, there could be some bounce back in today's trading after yesterday's steep fall. Lastly, Mayur Uniquoters management had an interview yesterday on CNBC. In last 1 year, PVC resin prices are up by 75%. Plasticizer prices are up to 50%. These both raw materials form around 70% of the total basket. So that is hurting the company. Domestic PV industry is not doing well. Hence, company is having difficulty in passing on price increases to OEMs. Company expects a top line growth of around 18 to 20% this year, and EBITDA margins to decline by around 4 to 5% year on year. So last year EBITDA margins were very healthy at 24%. This year we expect them to be at around 19%. Company has asked the government to impose an anti-dumping duty on PU leather, which is polyurethane, which is a better product than the PVC leather. Because currently there are lots of imports from China for this particular product, and company has started making this product on its own. It is the only manufacturer in India right now. So if the ADD is imposed in coming months, then this can be a positive trigger for the stock. Overall, despite the tough macro environment, company is able to still post one of the highest EBITDA margins, as we said, at 19%, and ROC of around 20% in the entire auto ancillary pack. Stock will start performing only once the passenger vehicle industry recovers and input costs settle at a bit lower levels. So that is why the outlook in the near term is neutral, but in the long term we are positive. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, Tata Consumer Products, that is TCPL, has announced the reorganization of its business for India and overseas. In India, they are combining Tata Coffee business with themselves. So in the first step, they would demerge the plantation business of Tata Coffee into a 100% subsidiary of TCPL, and they would merge the remaining business, that is the extraction and the branded business of Tata Coffee, with itself. For this, the company has decided the swap ratio, which is that for every 10 shares held in Tata Coffee, shareholders would get 3 shares of TCPL. Uh, this implies 13.8 or around 14% premium in favor of Tata Coffee. So that would be positive for Tata Coffee in today's trade. Also, in another development, Tata Consumer Products is purchasing minority stake in Tata Consumer UK, which would make the Tata Consumer UK as a 100% subsidiary of TCPL. So both the above things is done to streamline the business better and to simplify the holdings. So overall, both the things are positive for Tata Consumer also. Management expects the scheme to be 5 to 10% earnings accretive. United Spirits has announced a further delay in the strategic review of the selected popular brands from March to May. And the company had earlier announced that they would be doing that. So this is sentimentally negative because this is the second time the company has delayed the process. Strides, the Dr. R. Anantha has, who is the MD and CEO of the company, has resigned with effect from 31st March, and he would be replaced by the promoter Arun Kumar. So this is sentimentally negative because the professional person is going, and he was also not very old in the company, joined around 3 years back, 2 to 3 years back. So this is sentimentally negative for Strides. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, ONGC offer for sale from Government of India will be opening today, and that will be for around 1.5% with green shoe option will be opening, and the floor price is 159. ONGC has benefited on account of higher oil prices and higher gas prices. Gas prices, as administered by the government, get increased from revive every 6 months, and from 1st April, the prices will be up substantially. In fact, from less than $3, it can move up to $6.5 to $7. So there will be a substantial gain in the next 6 months for ONGC on account of higher gas prices. Oil prices also, they are right now benefiting, but what we see that yesterday, what we see that as the situation in Ukraine and Russia improve, the oil prices are likely to come off. So quite possible this may not the prices may not sustain for very long. So somewhere the results will be comparatively better for coming 3 to 6 months. So overall, no doubt the government company ONGC, there are a lot of concerns about the increasing oil prices. Maybe some part of it may be borne by ONGC or Oil India also. So that concerns continue to remain, but overall, what we see that more of a neutral type of scenario for ONGC. So that's all from us. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.